Welcome to Money in a Hot Minute, where I answer your questions quickly. Today's question comes from RJ, and he asks, "Good afternoon. Great insights. Thank you. Wondering why you only focus on high interest debt rather than all debts. For me, this seems to be more of a behavioral than mathematical exercise. Before I could really turn my finances around, I needed to change my way of thinking and my actions. Thoughts?" That's a great question. As financial planners, yes, we are very analytical. We're looking at the data. We're very mathematical and quantitative. So we are going to, when looking at a plan, think, how can we get to these goals quicker? And typically, that is focusing on that high interest debt first. High interest credit cards, things that are typically, 10% or higher of interest, especially the really, really, really high stuff that gets into the 20% of interest. That's big time interest rates right there. So we are going to look at that and say, okay, this is going to help us get to our goals quicker by focusing on this high interest debt. But there are absolutely people out there that you have to really tune into the behavioral side and the mental side of money with them, because some people actually do have emotional connections to certain types of debt. I actually had a friend who just recently got divorced, and she had a credit card where she was having to charge a lot of things going through this divorce. And that credit card debt reminded her of the pain of going through that divorce. So she just really, really wanted to get that credit card paid down first. Even though it wasn't the highest interest rate that she had on her cards, it still was where she wanted to focus because she wanted to kind of get that emotional baggage out of her life. And there absolutely is something there to working with people that you have to kind of tune into that a little bit more than just the quantitative data. You have to really get into the qualitative data. How are people feeling? What are people going through in their lives? Where did this debt come from? And kind of diving into that. So I wouldn't say that there's a right or wrong here. It's not that the right way is to only focus on the mathematics and not the behavioral or vice versa. I think it really depends on the person. It depends on the financial situation. It depends on the person's personality. It depends on the person's history. Maybe they had some things in their lives that have led them to maybe some money trauma. It could be the way they were raised, things they saw their parents do. There are a lot of things that can come into your own money life, and you may not even realize where it's coming from. So I don't think that you're on the wrong track by focusing on the behavioral before the mathematical. It's just finding that nice balance between the two, in my opinion, and making sure that you're addressing the right things for the right person. So I hope that answers your question. It's a very good question. And if you have a question that you'd like answered, be sure to put it in the comments below, and I'll get to it and make a video just like this for you. Don't forget to hit that like button for me, please, and subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I'll see you in the next video.